Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to Oriental Empires, as I am continuing my conquest with Genghis Khan to conquer the steppes of Middle Asia. So if you remember last time, I just sort of gave a bit of an overview of what this game was about, kind of started up on this DLC. You know, we started off with our little capital, Khan over here, Timur Shin being a younger Genghis Khan, and I started to follow the storyline and sort of start my conquest and start things moving. And yeah, that was good. So I didn't intend to do this as like a let's play or anything, and I still don't. So I've been playing, you know, another hour or two myself, just sort of following through the missions. But I just thought we'll stop in and have like another 20 minutes just to see what's changing as we start to get into some of the later game mechanics start to get introduced. And we start to get into things a bit more like trade, setting up some of the cities, and actually trying to not run out of money, which is the biggest problem I'm finding so far. So yeah, so after that, our wife was kidnapped and taken to Ulan Oud by the Makit tribe, which obviously at the end of the last episode we assaulted, sacked and captured as a city. Oops, just knocked my desk. So yeah, so we owned this, and I've since been developing this bit more. I've now developed all this area around here into sort of irrigated farmland, started to establish a bit more of a city, and more importantly, I took a bit of a risk and constructed a bazaar. So this is the biggest thing to understand about this game when it gets into sort of the theory crafting, is the fact that everything costs money to maintain. So you build a bazaar and it costs you 20 per turn. Not only does it cost you 500 to build it in the first place, but then 20 per turn just to own it. And if you don't end up getting that back in trade, then you're making a loss just on having a market. And that's the point, you know, having a boa, 50 per turn just to be able to recruit units. And that's quite a risk. Stacking all these buildings up can be quite expensive. Some things are free, like the walls. Once you've paid the pretty exorbitant cost to actually build them, then they don't cost anything to maintain, but a lot of things do. So I built this bazaar with the intention of trying to get trade, because if we read the description on the bazaar, it says, enables overland trade within 12 hexes. Which if we just pop out the city and zoom out, I was hoping I was going to be in range of Kabagalas, which, thankfully, as you can see by the trade indicator, I was. And that has helped us a little bit. So trade is starting to build up, not massively. We've gained what, combined 38 income per turn, so minus the 20 of the bazaar, only making plus 18 per turn. But it does open up more options, and if I can get a bit more money, which I am pretty cataclysmically short at the moment, then I would like to build a pottery workshop here, because one, it doesn't cost anything to build in the first place, and it's going to produce ceramics for trade, which I can then trade along to Kabagalas and my other recently captured city of Uda River. Because following on from this capture here, I rested my army, we took quite a lot of casualties in the capture of the city, and began to march south on the rest of the Makit people down here. And basically this city was undefended, unwalled. There was a big battle over the river crossing, which I successfully won, and I captured Uda River. I then, because I ran into cataclysmic financial problems, had to disband some of my army's units so that I'm not quite so poor, but we still have more of enough garrison here, and obviously Genghis Khan is actually here in the city. I then, after capturing the city, had to dismantle some of the buildings. It had a Taoist temple, but at 35 per turn it was quite expensive. Combined with that, it also had a borough as well. And it also still has, I haven't noted down, is a palace at 40. So it was like 130 per turn just to possess this place, and it was generating like 30 in tax revenue. So I was just making such a loss per turn, I had to knock lots of those buildings down, so I wasn't making loss after loss. The storyline continued, and I wanted to avenge my father. You recall how your father was poisoned by the Tartars when, as demanded by tradition, he stopped to eat with them. A group of them I happened to come across. Togrul has sent word that he will make war on the Tartars and demands your support. You must take the settlement of Tartar by turn 49 or risk Togrul's wrath. So we don't have to actually do this, we could fail this. The problem I had was, and still have, which I'm not sure if it's going to be possible or not, is it's now turn 39. And Genghis Khan is over here in Uda River, far too far away for me to ever get there within 10 turns. I dispatched a subordinate, Brashu. Try and say this with Oriental sounds. It's going badly. And he is currently marching his way there with what I could gather in my city: 1 noble horse archers, 2 tribal light spearmen, and some archers. I'm not sure that's even going to be enough to win if I get there anyway, but I've still got to get all the way down here, cross the river, and get there in 10 turns and take the city. It's not walled, which is a benefit, but I'm just not sure that's going to be possible. So yeah, that's kind of the situation we are in. So anyway, all that aside, let's push into the next turn. It's also worth noting that places like this, my capital and my city down here, haven't got any garrison at all. So they're kind of vulnerable if it comes to it. So we've got to be quite careful. Particularly, I noticed some of these Maquis could be moving away from us. I want to keep a weather eye out, make sure they don't appear on the horizon near Buchan, because if they do, we need to recruit units ASAP. So we're now turn 40. You can see how... Why can't you move? Oh, my enemy army. Oh, that's not what I want. No. Sod off. I'll push over there then. I don't really want to get into a fight with some of the Jarjon Mongols. Not with 2 bodyguards and a tribal horse archer. That's very badly, very quickly. I just don't think I'm going to make it. In all honesty, I just don't think I can cover that. You know, that's going to be 41, 42, 43, 44, 5, 6. It's going to be like bang on. I just don't think it's going to happen. If we get engaged, that will really scupper us. But let's continue, see if it turns into a fight. Please don't. Are they? Oh, they're pushing even like the right way as well. I'm covering at least a bit more distance. That's as far as I can get. 1 turn. Not ideal. At least our income is now starting to look a bit up. I think we're just going to fail this mission and have to take the repercussions, which is Togril will be unhappy. But there's not really a lot I can do about that right now, and I don't know who Togril is. I should have paid attention earlier on, I can't even remember. Looks like the Maquis have regathered some of their forces down here. I don't know if they have any other cities kicking around. I've not seen any, but doesn't mean they don't have any. I'd almost build a bazaar here possibly as well, actually. My capital may be able to link up with Curlin River. Option. I don't think there's a lot else we can do immediately, so probably let's push on to the next turn. That enemy there? Oh my god, they're getting enormous. Please don't fight, please don't fight me, please don't fight me. Leave me alone. But they have an enormous army. Oh, and they've got like the whole... Oh, it's a whole tribe. Nomad horde. They've got their pottery workshop population and some flocks of sheep with them. Okay. Interesting. So let's keep plodding along. I'm going to let me clear this bit of terrain. It's annoying. Turn 32. We are getting closer. So still, I'm not completely giving up hope yet. It's just so good. A settler is now available for here recruitment at Ulu River if we so wanted. There is no space to construct farms. That's a bit unfortunate. Clear some trees in case that opens up suitable farmland. Still just grazing land, you see. Grassland, forest. We'll clear it, see if it opens up more suitable farming land. Really what we need more than anything. I think everything's okay over here. Nothing I can do until I get some more money to boost their sort of situation. So, yeah. Next turn. Hopefully we've escaped these people here. Looks like we have now. I really thought I was going to turn into a fight and I just was never going to be able to win that. Okay, so what's the quickest way here? They think across the river. 44. 5, 46, 47. We would arrive on turn 48. That would give me then 2 turns to do it. Well, we might going to get a shot at this then. Well, we'll give it our best go. So long as nothing else crops up, we might actually be able to do it. Looks like we completed some more of our terracing farmings in Ulanud. So back to the farm map. I'm converting just farmland to irrigated farmland. It's basically, I'm sure you know, irrigated farmland is just farmland but with water channels running through it, so it's better irrigated. Yeah. So we're still saving up here. I really want to get to 750 for the farm. But I don't know what else I can do really, other than disbanding large parts of my army, which I don't really want to do because I think the units are kind of experienced. So, new. I think for now we'll just plough on to the next turns, to be honest. Oh, technology warning. I finished a technology in my knowledge section. Let's scroll down. We completed gunpowder, which enabled the use of fire arrows. Always useful. Increased culture by 1. 10% of casualties suffered in a victorious battle I healed. Well, that sounds useful. Reduces disease outbreak and sickness. That sounds very useful. Yeah. Long time to research, but very useful. Okay, so we're pushing on towards Tartar. I assume these are the Tartars of, like, Russian steppe fame. We just don't know. I would assume so. Okay, so nothing else we can really do there. We're slowly building up our money more and more. I could conceivably... it would be cheaper because I can build a bazaar for 500 here. But obviously the risk is if it doesn't get the trade linked to Kurland, then it's a complete waste of money. And then I'll be making a loss because I'll lose 20 return for the upkeep on the building. So you can kind of see the risk associated with that. That's some Makite tribal like archers. Ooh. Oh, you're inconvenient, aren't you? Yeah. Gonna have to recruit just a garrison force then, aren't I? Tribal spearmen. Looking at the stats, the tribal spearmen, I was comparing this before we started the video, are actually far superior to the peasant spearmen. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. But at least they're kind of, you know, more used to that hardy lifestyle. I think that's why they have better attack and defense. So we'll recruit a unit of them as a defensive force. Going to cost me in my return income. Really never going to get a pottery at this rate, but still, there we go. It is what it is. Maybe we can pillage some of the Tartar lands. Press Alt G to turn the hex grid off and on. Oh, ah, cool. It looks cool without the hex grid, but I kind of need that because it's kind of important. Yeah, so we're getting there. We've made a clearance at Ulirida. Has that enabled any farmland? Oh, it has! Convert to farmland. Nice. I'll definitely take that because farmland's really kind of important because that enables the growth of the city. I wonder if I'm making... We're consuming 23 food and we make 23.2. So it's really kind of close. So boosting that should boost growth of the city. More people equals more tax, and more tax equals more potteries, which is exactly what we're trying to accomplish. Other than that, straight on to the next turn. Cross the river. And then next turn, I think we're actually going to possibly lay siege, or maybe 2 turns, we'll probably be actually laying siege to Tartar. We might even end up losing this battle because we're not a particularly superior force. It's going to be really close. It depends. At least they haven't got walls to defend themselves, but it's still going to actually be a really close fight. It could easily go either way. So I noticed the Makites bringing down a nomad settler and some tribal light archers. Got to be a bit careful of them because obviously they don't want them to end up taking the city in a stupid little moment of not paying attention. So we've got to be careful of them. Nothing seems to be threatening Bakan here at the moment though, which is good. So 2 more turns to go to our big battle. To the edge of Tartar territory. Turn 47. So finished our farm at Ulan Oud. These enemy units are getting close. Don't you dare raid my farms. We'll recruit another unit. So there we go. Now they're definitely safe. We also finished our farm down here, didn't we, at the Uda River? We're gonna have to knock down another bit of tree. And convert them all to farmland. Let's see how much food we're now producing. It should be increased. Yeah, 25.28. And we're consuming more, so it probably means our taxes are up. Yeah, they are. Nice. Okay, so battle time, I think. Egypt. Oh, 2 things have happened. They're actually trying to attack Ulan Oud. Kind of unexpected, because our archer towers should open fire. We're going to get a second battle opening up at once. I don't think they're going to end up winning that, because the archers are never going to be able to force their way in. They're going to set fire to my towers, maybe, but... going to try and burn down some of the walls. I outnumber them. They're never going to win this. You can see their numbers. They probably started off at 60. Okay, and the Siege of Tartar, the more important one, is breaking out. Okay, so we have the numerical superiority. So we're lining up our Tribal Light Spearmen against their Tribal Light Spearmen. But they're pretty much matched unit for unit. Unless we get a charge bonus of some sort. I doubt it. So that's going to be just a close knit fight. Over here, how are things going? They've burnt a hole in the walls. But I'm slowly taking casualties from my archer towers. Oh, he died. Let's compare our fight down here. And our... is that a general? Or... no, that's some tribal cavalry getting stuck into their... whatever they are. Maybe enemy archers. No, enemy light spearmen. just being massacred by our cavalry, by the looks of things. Go horse archers. Job. Tribal spearmen are being massacred by my horse archers. Excellent, that is exactly what we wanted. Tough fight is continuing against those spearmen. Over on the other side, what are these? Oh, yeah, I can't like spearmen fighting off against. They look like quite armoured units. Maybe they're a general's unit. The guard spearmen. They look like quite an elite unit. Looks like our spearmen are retreating here. I think we're going to win that, to be honest. It's just not gone fantastically well. Settlement has fallen. How? We didn't even put any garrison fight up. Oh no, maybe that's... we have won the other battle. I honestly thought Ulan Oud had just fallen then. I was about to be completely outraged. Better not have won. No. Okay. The Tartars. Oh, the money. The Tartars are the wealthiest people on the steppe thanks to their proximity to China. You capture much booty from them. Your treasure is boosted by the proportion you keep of the share, and your generosity to your men increases your authority. Okay, that went really well. Okay, so let's have a look at two things. Battle report of Ulan Oud. Obviously, we took no casualties. They lost 16 men to the arch towers. They did burn some holes and cause me trouble, but nothing too much to worry about. Over here, we massacred them with actually relatively negligible losses. So that is fantastic. We'll occupy the settlement here. Let's just have a look what's built here. They've got a palace costing me 40 per turn and a boa costing me 50. Well, that's fine. Given how far this is away from anything else, I'm going to keep the boa because I want it to be able to equip units if it needs to defend itself. Other than that, I'm just going to leave this on its own, leave the garrison there for now, depending on what comes up next as the missions. I am, first thing first though, going to build another unit here of tribal horse archers. Yep. I am then going to go to the building menu, and I'm going to build myself a pottery, which I've been wanting to do for so long because I think that's going to bump up the trade massively. We take a look at what the trade is now. So we've got a combined trade value of 39. 31 from external, 8 from internal. So we'll see if that develops much after we build a pottery, because you don't actually know what it's going to be until you do it, if that makes sense. And we are continuing to construct a farm already. I probably won't venture out. Settlement, I don't think. Maybe we should. Yeah, we will. Or should we leave one unit behind? No, we'll just let them do it. Okay, that's fine. Fine. So everything has went pretty well. I'm really pleased we captured that Tartar city. I really didn't think that would happen. In 2 turns after the turmoil ends, it will start bringing tax income, so that loss will pop back up again shortly. So, Battle of Ulan Oud, yeah, because we're sallying forth. Either going to engage them with infantry, drive them off. Nice job, people. Move off those enemy archers. Probably won't kill them because there's probably too many of them still. But at least it drives them out of my land. Is really what I was trying to do. Okay, so we'll send these people back to the city to carry on as the garrison. We could, in theory, actually go after the nomads. Should we send a horse rider after the nomads? Quite funny. You never know, it might work quite well. Make it around there, yeah. Let's go all the way around just so we make sure we fully intercept them, because they'll start walking at their turn as well. Okay, that's not looking too bad, is it? So we're going to go after their nomads just because, why not? They are our enemy. We're making quite a lot of loss per turn at the moment, it's got to be said. But then I have just recruited quite a few new units. So that's right there. I think we've got 2 more turns till our pottery is built. We have, and that's going to be probably the end of the episode. I just kind of want to see, and I want you lot to see how it pans out with the thing there. Like our trade dropped off massively. Why has that happened? Is that because it's blocked? Why has the trade ended? Have our bazaar? Maybe because it's just the combat is in the trade route has blocked the trade. Is kind of frustrating. And these people just won't go away, will they? They're going to try and attack me again. God. Go through this whole debacle again. They're just going to slowly shot to death by my towers. As a ruler, heaven expects you to keep your people safe and happy, as did the sage kings of old. If you do not, then the people will see you as an evil tyrant and rebel. Okay, revolts. Hostile armies. Are the people happy? I don't know what the happiness of the people is. Does it tell me? These people capture those. No. Catch all those settlers. I wish these people would sod off. Because there's 2 units of bodyguard there now, so we've got to be a bit careful. I also want to check the rebel state of all my cities then, since it gave me that warning. I don't know if it was just a random warning that was, you know, not true. So peasant unrest detail 0%, noble unrest 0, Ul and Oud 0 and 0, 0 0 0 0. Okay, no one is going to rebel. That's always a good start. I think we've got one more turn. It looks like our trade is now flowing again. Look. It is, so yeah, so we're back up to our 39 on trade value. Obviously there's too many enemies nearby at the time. So let's just carry on one more turn then. Will be a fight here, probably a siege fight? No, actually not. We missed those people again, we can't seem to catch them. Try and catch them that time. So we've got our pottery workshop built. What effect has this had? Wow! That apparently was worth it. Our external trade has gone up massively, and you can see we've boosted our income back straight into the positive. Our internal trade has gone from, what was it, 31 to 77? Yeah, ceramics are producing loads. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, I'm really pleased with that. And our internal trade has gone up as well, because we're selling ceramics just to the local population. Okay. I think that's given me quite an insight into how I want to push a bit of more of a trading economy is obviously critical to the success in this game. We can start to think about that a bit more going forwards. Anyway, I think we're going to end this episode there. We've been going 22 minutes. I just wanted this as like almost like a bit of an update on where I am with my Oriental Empires campaign. I'm just going to keep playing this every now and then for a bit of fun. As I say, it's not going to be a let's play where like doing every episode plodding along. It's going to be a bit of an update, particularly when there's big battles like coming up, because I wanted to do the Battle for Tartar, which I didn't know if I was going to win. I thought it was going to be quite a close one, and you might enjoy that. So yeah, let me know what you think about this series down below. Do you want me to keep doing these updates sort of every now and then? In the sort of the life of Genghis Khan as he progresses into his conquest for all of Mongolia. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and I shall see you all on the next episode.